Hi everyone, we are pleased to present our project title Innovation Management in Halal Logistics, a case study of Mascargo and Kill Halal Service. This presentation focuses on how innovation can be applied to improve efficiency, transparency, and compliance in halal logistics. Our team consists of five members, which are Amalin Sofia, our president, Muhammad Zarif Irfan, Vice of President Operation, Amalin Azlin, Vice of President of Blockchain, Muhammad Luqman Hakim, Vice President of Marketing, and Kamar Ali, Vice President of Finance. In this presentation, we will explore how innovation technology, such as artificial intelligence, can enhance halal logistic operation. On this slide, we can see how MK Halal built a strong competitive advantage using a RBV framework. First, under organization capabilities, MK Halal focus on adapting both physical and digital infrastructure. This ensures that halal supply chain are properly isolated, secure, and compliant at every stage. Next is knowledge management. The company continuously capture and secure and structure data from different logistic operation. This allowed them to improve compliance protocol over time and make better decision in this future. The third component is standardization integration. MK Halal embed the MS2400 standard directly to their operation. By doing this, they create consistency and also establish a high barrier to entry the competitors. For overall, by treating technology as a strategic resources under the RBV framework, MK Halal is able to transform compliance from something static into a dynamic.
Okay, now we continue to my part. Thank you, Muhammad Luman Hakim, then Muhammad Aslan. And my market number 823A2355. So, underpinning the innovation part one, to achieve the level of transparency required, our model is underpinned by blockchain and artificial intelligence based system. So this technology are specifically designed for halal food traceability, creating an immutable record of every transaction and movement. So this ensures that any potential contamination or non-compliance is identified and blocked immediately, providing stakeholders with absolute certainty regarding the status of their cargo. That's all.
Now we highlight the three core technologies that ensure an unbroken chain of halal integrity. First is blockchain technology. It uses immutable ledgers to securely record every transaction across the supply chain. This means that the data cannot alter, which is eliminate tampering and ensure that halal certification remain trustworthy even after verification. Now, second is artificial intelligence. AI system process real-time logistic and data cross-check it with compliance requirement. As a result, traceability is no longer based on past audit, but instead become a real-time proactive. Finally, we have business process re-engineering or BPR. This involves restructuring traditional supply chain process into fully halal compliant workflow. It ensures that every operational step flows strictly halal standard consistently. On this slide, we compare traditional food supply chain with the data-driven MK Halal system. First, in terms of traceability depth, traditional system only provide surface-level tracking, meaning they trace from point A to point B. In contrast, the MK Halal system offers cytographic depth where every microtransaction is certified to ensure continuous halal compliance. Next, for risk navigation, traditional supply chain are reactive. They only respond after contamination or issue have already occurred. However, MK Halal use predictive approach where AI can detect potential risks such as proximity to non-halal cargo even before the loading process begin. Lastly, in terms of workflow flexibility, traditional system rely on rigid legacy process. On the other hand, MK Halal apply business process reengineering, creating flow that are specifically designed to meet MS 2400 segregation requirement.
Okay, now we're going to my part. My name Muhammad Luman Hakim, Begama Azlan, and my meeting number A23A2355. So from compliance to strategic competitive ish. So a center pillar of our framework is the application of the MS2400/3.2019 standards. We are shifting the narrative. We don't just view this standard as a regulatory burden. Instead, we treat the adoption of MS 2400 standards as a strategic tool for gaining a competitive edge. So, by marketing our adherence to these rigorous standards, we position our service as the gold standard in halal retailing and logistic governance.
Now I will present how predictive AI-driven automate risk navigation across the farm to fork pathway. This slide illustrates how AI capability increase progressively along the supply chain from the farm through logistic and finally to consumer. At the first stage, which is the origin of farm, AI begin by collecting and analyzing raw material certification data. This include important information such as compliance status, quality assurance, and certification validity. Based on this, AI establish a baseline compliance identity, ensure that all product meet the requirement standard right from the source. Moving on the second stage, which is transit or logistic node. AI become more proactive. At this point, automatic risk navigation is active. The system is able to predict potential risks such as a cross contamination in shared transport or storage environment. Finally, at the destination stage, also known as the fork, the focus is transparency and trust. All verification data collected throughout the journey is secure record on the blockchain. This create an immutable record, meaning the data cannot be altered. As a result, retailer at the end consumer are able to access reliable and transparent information about the product journey and compliance.
Predicted investments, industrial park and farm to fork. We also anticipate the expansion of halal supply chain industrial park conceptual models where logistic, production, and technology are collaborated for maximum efficiency. So, furthermore, we are developing a farm to work to for frameworks to ensure industry stability. This holistic technology view allows used to track raw material from the moment they leave the farm until they reach the retail shelf. Yes, okay, justifying the technology benefit and risk mitigations. So, from a financial and risk perspective, these technologies are fully justified. They allow for best practice halal integrity management, which protects our clients from the massive reputational and financial cost of a halal breach. So, by using technology for navigating risk in the supply chain, we can balance efficiency, compliance, and sustainability, ensuring a high performance screen supply chain that remains profitable. Okay, next about conclusion and strategic summary. So, in summary, our modernization plan leverage knowledge management technologies, strategy, and strategy standards to transform halal logistics by replicating the excellence of mass cargo, MK Halal, and enhancing it with AI and blockchain. We are not just moving cargo, we are securing the future of the global halal industry. Thank you for your time.